Hello guys, welcome back to Shardlight. We're at the doctor's office. We're trying to get in to see him, but the receptionist said that we need a better disguise. He's also part of the resistance. We can't go in looking like this, all shabby. So let's just talk to him again and see if he'll elaborate on that point.
Hey.
What can I help you with?
Is the central storage room accessible from here?
Sorry, I don't know. They keep the location secret, and I'm not at a high enough rank to have that information.
What's that panel used for?
It's a directory. Navigating the ministry can be a bit daunting, so it's designed to ease the process. People still manage to get lost, though. I don't know why they made this place so confusing.
So have you thought of a place to get a disguise yet?
Honestly, the only place I can think of would be the staff locker room. It's just down the hall. Hopefully you won't run into anybody on the way there. Just look it up on the directory so you know where to go. And be extremely careful. If my cover gets blown because of you...
I'll be discreet, I promise. Thanks for your help.
It's what I'm here for.
Let's just take a look around the room here. Let's look at the portrait.
Is that what the wig heads look like without their masks? If so, I can see why they never take them off.
There's a grandfather clock here.
It's kind of hypnotic.
And a sculpture.
What are those supposed to be?
Maybe it's stress balls. We have a screen over here.
This looks like some kind of directory. It might be useful in getting around this place.
So let's look for the storeroom.
Welcome to the Ministry of Medicine. Please select a destination or request directions.
So we're at the reception. So let's request directions.
I'd like some directions, please.
Please state the name of the room you would like directions to.
So you want to go to the staff locker room first, I guess?
The staff locker room?
1 moment, please.
See if you can steal a uniform.
Walk down the hall 2 meters, then make a left. Do you require further directions?
So let's just go to the staff locker room first. Here's a code.
The ministry seems like a pretty tight ship. I don't think I'll be able to disguise myself in this doctor's coat without raising any suspicions. But let's just see if there's anything in the pocket. Nope, nothing. Oh well, it was worth a try.
There's a notice here.
Attention employees. Please remember to lock your valuables in the provided lockers. The ministry is not responsible for lost or stolen property.
So we have a bunch of lockers. And this one's open. Let's take a look at that.
This one is empty, but I can see the lock mechanism and it's surprisingly simple. It shouldn't be too tough to jimmy one of these open. This one is empty, but I can see the lock mechanism and it's surprisingly simple. It shouldn't be too tough to jimmy one of these open. I just need something thin to get in the doorframe.
So we need to find something that we can use as a lockpick. So let's take a look around. Here's a bucket.
I've already got a bucket, and I'm not in the mood to start cleaning anything up.
A cleaning cart.
Interesting.
So we've got a rag. Tin. And a bottle. So we grabbed everything on there. Let's just look at these things. Here's the rag.
It's nice and soft, and surprisingly clean. Astro brand disinfectant bleach powder. Simply pour on stains, scrub, and watch them vanish. Warning, do not use on silver, painted surfaces, walls, aluminum, or rubber. Achilles brand floor cleaner. Achilles has no weaknesses when it comes to fighting dirt. Warning, flammable. Do not store at temperatures above 30 degrees Celsius.
So that'll not help us open up the locker, I think. Shoes over here.
These are a pair of men's shoes. They're too big for me.
There's also a bag here. Let's check that.
Let's see what we've got in here. Nothing much except a pair of shoes. They look like they might fit.
So we got a pair of shoes. Let's take a look at those. Fancy outfit.
Well, it's a start.
So let's head over here and figure out how to open this locker. Maybe we can use something we already have. Something thin.
This should do the trick. Nothing worth taking in here.
As we can open it with the card. Let's check the other locker here.
Empty, apart from some old chewing gum wrappers.
No lock there either. Let's check the fourth locker.
Aha! This set of clothes looks promising.
So what do we pick up here? So now we have a fancy outfit.
I think this will be a good enough disguise. I just need to find a decent place to put it on. Right, I'd better make this quick.
So let's change in the shower room.
Oh, that was nice. I can't remember the last time I took a hot shower.
So we're all cleaned up, so let's go see the doctor now. Let's look at the directory.
Welcome to the Ministry of Medicine. Please select a destination or request directions.
I'd like some directions, please.
Please state the name of the room you would like directions to.
Dr. Collins' office.
One moment, please. Follow the West Wing hallway 3 doors down, then make 2 rights, followed by a sharp left. It is the 4th door on the left. Do you require further directions?
So let's just get the directions for the central storage. Now we're doing it anyway.
Central storage.
One moment, please. Error. Password required. I'm sorry. You do not have proper clearance to access that information. Do you require further directions?
Nothing else. Thanks.
Thank you for using this directory. Have a pleasant day.
So just go to the doctor's office. That's the only place we can go. So there's a couple of other residents here waiting for the doctor in the waiting room. So let's just take a look around.
He doesn't exactly look thrilled to be here, but then I can't really blame him. She looks bored. Who knows how long she's been waiting here. I'd hate to be that poor guy on the right. The aristocracy, guiding tomorrow's youth. No need to push furniture around. This looks like something someone would have in their home, not at a doctor's office.
So I have some brochures on the table. Let's take a look at those.
This seems like it might be interesting reading material.
See if we can find them in the inventory. Here they are. For over 25 years, the Ministry of Medicine has been providing nothing but the best in healthcare for citizens. With the support given by the population and a generous donation of time and resources, the Ministry has been able to make progress in great amounts. With continued support, it may be possible to reach pre-bomb conditions well within the next 5 to 10 years. We at the Ministry encourage you to consider donating whatever you can spare in order to further our research. In exchange, you will be provided with exclusive treatment options and resources. Unlike anything available to the lesser classes, contact the Ministry today to make your donations, so you have to buy your way into medical care. So here's a window. Let's see if we can enter the queue to see the doctor.
Yes, may I help you?
I'm here to see Dr. Collins.
Do you have your appointment card?
Yes, it's right here.
Great. Amy Wellard. I don't seem to have you in the registry. Is this your first visit?
Yes.
Okay, not a problem. Just fill out this form for me, have a seat, and we'll call you in shortly.
Thanks.
So that went without any problems at all. So far so good. So we need to fill out that form. Here it is.
A blank medical form and a pen. I don't know what half the stuff they're asking on here even means.
So let's take a seat and fill out the form. Look like we belong here.
I'm just worried they're going to give him the maximum punishment.
I don't know what to tell you. The aristocracy doesn't take kindly to that sort of thing. Have you been able to speak with him?
No, they took him in for questioning yesterday. Not even family can see him until they decide what they're going to do.
I guess the worst case scenario is he ends up in Rockwall for a few years.
I can't believe he could be so selfish as to not even consider what this will do to his family. What am I supposed to tell my grandchildren? No, your daddy won't be home for Christmas because he was selling counterfeit lottery tickets to poor people.
At least they'll know not to do what he did.
Miss Wellard, you can go inside. Dr. Collins will be in to see you momentarily. Oh, and if you need to schedule a follow-up appointment, don't forget to speak to me afterwards.
So the doctor's not here. That's very convenient, so we can take a look around. So here's a flask
I guess this must be an experiment of some kind.
and a skeleton.
Why would he keep a skeleton arm in a jar?
So here's this little desk area. There's a notepad.
The doctor will notice if I take this. I need another way of keeping this information. There's lots of scribbles and notes on here. There's one that says, this week's CS password equals next week's surgery. That's probably important. I'll just copy it down.
So now we can enter the last area of the Ministry of Medicine, the storage area. There's also a note here.
It says, I love you, Dr. C, and it's signed IS.
So he's having a little romance, maybe with this girl here.
She's pretty. I wonder who she is. This jar is full of little flat wooden sticks. I don't even want to know what they're used for. I've seen one of these before, I think. Doctors use them to listen to people's hearts.
And I think that's it. Let's just leave. Oh, here comes the doctor.
Good afternoon, Miss Wellard.
Hello, Dr. Collins.
I've been informed that this is your first visit. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
You look somewhat familiar. Are you sure you haven't been here before?
Yes, I'm sure.
You must just have one of those faces. In any case, what are you here for today?
I have green lung. The symptoms started about a week ago.
I see. If you'll just have a seat on the examination table, I'll do a quick checkup and administer your vaccine dose. There you are. You should notice a decrease in symptoms within the hour.
Thank you, Doctor.
Oh, Miss Wellard?
Yes?
I swore an oath to do no harm and heal the sick, so I would never turn away someone seeking vaccine. But I'd like to offer you a suggestion. When sneaking around other people's houses, don't stand so close to the windows. I'm sure you're aware of the consequences if you were ever caught.
Understood.
That's pretty direct and to the point. But at least we got a vaccine, so now we live to see another month. So let's just see if we can make another appointment for next month.
Yes, may I help you?
Do you know where I can find central storage?
No, and even if I did, I wouldn't be allowed to tell anyone. Why are you asking?
Just curious. I heard someone talking about it in the hallway.
Well, I don't think they should have been. The people in charge don't like loose lips.
I'll forget I heard anything then. I was told to schedule a follow-up appointment?
Of course. Let me just show you our calendar, and you can pick a date that works best for you.
Today's date, it says house call, Silas Harrison.
So the note in the doctor's office says that the password for the central storage is the name of the surgery in next week. So let's see what that is.
Today's date, it says house call, Silas Harrison.
So no surgery there.
It says house call, Jerome Bromley, and underneath, surgery, Derek Cooper, appendix.
Yeah, so there's a surgery, but that's this week, I guess.
It says staff meeting all day. It says vaccination, Karen Schmidt. It says surgery, Paul Scott, medulla oblongata.
So there we go. Medulla oblongata is probably the password for the central storage.
It says vaccination, Anthony Prescott. It says vaccination, Dora Everly. It says lunch with Nero.
Yeah, so this one seems to be the only one containing a password, so that's probably it. So let's just pick a random date here.
How about this date?
Perfect. I'll pencil you in. All set. See you soon, Miss Wellard.
So now we'll go over to the directory here and see if we can get into that storage room.
Welcome to the Ministry of Medicine. Please select a destination or request directions.
I'd like some directions, please.
Please state the name of the room you would like directions to.
Central storage.
One moment, please. Error. Password required. I'm sorry. You do not have proper clearance to access that information. Do you require further directions?
We have to say the password here. Medulla oblongata.
Medulla oblongata?
Password accepted. One moment, please. Central storage is located to the left of the administrative cafeteria. It is the unmarked door next to the cleaning closet. Do you require further directions?
Nothing else, thanks.
Thank you for using this directory. Have a pleasant day.
So let's go see what they hide in there. That looks pretty fancy for a storage room, very clean. And there's a terminal on the wall here. Let's take a look at the trolley.
Well, if someone was careless enough to leave this box cutter here, we'll just go with the old finders keepers rule.
So we've got a box cutter.
A standard box cutter. The blade is pretty sharp. I'd best be careful handling this.
And there's a chute over here.
This must be where the crates wind up going. I wonder what's on the other side of the wall. That is one huge metal door. There has to be something fairly important on the other side. But what?
So we have to manipulate the terminal in some way, but there's also an alarm.
I remember seeing a diagram of one of those in a book Nelson had. When the alarm is triggered, the little clapper hits the bell and makes a noise. Well now, that's certainly tempting.
So we did pick up a rag from the other room. We have it here. Probably put that over the alarm.
There. That should muffle the alarm if it goes off.
I'll do a little bit of burglary and use the box cutter on the wire connecting the alarm and the terminal.
If I cut this wire, I don't know if the terminal will affect anything in the room.
Apparently not. Alright, new plan. So we have another wire here running this way. Maybe we can cut that. It's always the red or the blue wire, right? In the movies.
Well, now if the alarm goes off, the alert will at least be limited to this room.
We have a smoke detector up here as well.
Interesting. I guess they put this in here as a part of the emergency detection system. I don't think tampering with the smoke detector is going to help me here. Besides, I can't reach it.
So maybe we have something that will create smoke. Bleach powder. Okay, we picked up also this floor cleaner. Maybe we can make a stew.
Okay, let's get some of this cleaner in the bucket. Achilles brand floor Achilles. I'd rather not put that in the bucket. Astro brand simply.
So we have floor cleaner in the bucket now. Let's just try and throw everything else in the bucket and see if something will go.
Something tells me this brochure will be more useful in here. I'd rather not put that in the bucket. I've already got enough paper in the bucket.
So let's put the bucket somewhere near the smoke detector.
This looks like a good spot.
And we just need to light it on fire. And it should create smoke now that we have paper and floor cleaner in there. Let's use the flintlock.
Here goes nothing. That did it. I'll put out the fire before it gets out of control.
Let's take a look at the terminal again. So we have open storage door, system maintenance, or emergency override. So we just triggered the smoke alarm. So let's try the emergency override. That might open the door. Emergency detected. Door override. So now we can get in here.
My God. There's enough vaccine stored in here to treat the entire population for years. Danton was right. The government has been lying to everyone all along. This isn't right at all. The people need to know the truth.
There the alarm goes and they come in.
Amy Wellard, by order of the aristocracy, you are under arrest for trespassing on private property, breaking and entering, theft, and tampering with official Ministry of Medicine documentation.
I'm sure there's been some kind of misunderstanding.
Our orders are quite clear. You are hereby ordered to come with us for detention in Rockwall Prison.
Don't I at least get some kind of trial first?
We're here to escort you to Rockwall, not to answer questions. If you do not cooperate, we have authorization to shoot you on the spot. You are also ordered to return those stolen clothes to their proper location before leaving the ministry.
Fine, let's go.
Maybe the doctor ratted us out. Maybe he was not the nice man we thought.
Wellard, we've got a visitor.
So there comes Tiberius.
Good evening.
Tiberius, you can't let them keep me here.
I'm very sorry, my dear, but things are a bit complicated. I came to explain your position.
Go on then. I'm listening.
Do you remember the day we were bombed, Miss Wellard? I can recall it quite well.
I was young, but yes, I was in school. I lost a lot of friends that day. My mother, too.
My condolences. You are aware that the reason we were attacked was for control of petroleum and mineral supplies, yes?
Of course. Everyone knows that. What's your point?
Rebuilding our society has not been an easy task. We still have much to do. Of utmost importance is maintaining order. Do you understand this?
Then why are you telling people supplies of vaccine are limited? You could help everyone and work on finding a permanent cure.
Yes, you are correct. And if we were to cure the population and allow our society to thrive once more, what do you suppose would happen next?
So things would be great, or just as bad, or worse. Let's say great.
It would be great. People could live normal lives again, not have to worry about scavenging or dying of the plague.
Oh, of course. And when a rival nation caught wind of that prosperity and decided we had something they wanted, We would be attacked, experience the horror of war all over again. I would not wish the bombings we experienced on my worst enemy. I cannot let that happen again. I will not let it happen again. Do you understand me, Miss Wellard? I'm aware that the current system is not perfect. There is a clear class divide, but we are not tyrants. The aristocracy has always striven to care for the citizens who provide aid, despite their circumstances. In any case, I am genuinely sorry that things had to turn out this way. You did perform your job quite well, perhaps too well.
I was just doing as you asked.
I asked you to infiltrate the rebels and gain their trust. I did warn you that my protection could only go so far. You could easily have come back to me and informed me of Danton's plans to invade the Ministry.
She threatened to have me killed if I set foot anywhere near your tower. What was I supposed to do?
Informed one of my guards, sent along someone you trusted with the information. Though it hardly matters now, I've gotten all the information I need.
But how?
With this.
A gold ball on a string?
A clever listening device my soothsayer came up with. It was placed in the handle of your crossbow. I have been tracking you in order to ensure I learned the location of Danton's hideout.
You've been spying on me this whole time? Why didn't you just tell me you were listening in?
It was a test of loyalty, and unfortunately, you failed. It's truly a pity. I would have loved to give you your payment. You could have continued spying, opened up a mechanic shop, serving the government. Alas, I cannot reward criminal behavior. It would not be looked upon favorably by the public. We would lose the support of citizens like Mr. Harrison.
So what, you're just leaving me in here to rot?
I'm afraid not. Order must be preserved. I find myself forced to tie up loose ends. Danton and her rebels will be eliminated. As for you, it really does pain me to have to do this. But the truth is, I have no choice in the matter. You must be executed.
What? Why?
I understand this is difficult for you. However, my hands are tied. I simply cannot take the risk of keeping you alive.
And what if I promise not to tell anyone about the vaccine horde?
I'm afraid you've proven to me already that I can't trust you. In any case, I wish to thank you for your service. I'll make sure your execution is quick and painless. Goodbye, Miss Wellard. Again, I am quite sorry.
So we find ourselves in quite a pickle here, scheduled for execution. And there's the Raven again that's been following us around. Alright guys, we'll see if we can get out of this pickle in the next episode. Did I just open a drain there? So it might be easier than we think. There, it just closed up again. But we'll see in the next episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.